What is up, my beloved freaky darlings? It is I, your favorite Papatio, not Tapatio, but just as spicy as the sauce, here in La Casa de Juju having the Talk-O Tuesday. So you can go with your tacos. What's going on? I hope y'all had a wonderful, wonderful week. We didn't get to do anything on Monday because we was running around like mad animals doing stuff. And you know we like to do things. And since La Casa de Juju is doing products as well, we do, products, oils, salts, and lotions and everything. We had to do some products for Monday, and we like to do things according to the astrological times, the days of the week, the different hours, and the most propitious things, because that's what we like doing. But before we go any further, and I start just yakking, if you are new here, thank you and welcome. I am Papa Rose, and this is the YouTube channel for the Casa de Juju, where we talk about esoteric things, magical things, spiritual things, all sorts of things, and also things that happen in the day of a life of a backwood brujo. Yours truly. And if that sort of things interest you, then thank you. Come aboard. Let's watch a little bit. Come vibe and have some fun with us as we talk about these things and also other esoteric subjects and other subject of materia magica as well, where we also I plug some of my shameless plugs for some of my stuff, like what we were saying about products and what have you. But if you've gotten so far here, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, jump up and down, look at the moon, do all the good stuff, and follow me on the socials. And please get into the comments below and let me know what's going on. Let's talk. First, let's do that which I talked about, because we want to talk about a couple of things on a Talk-O Tuesday. Of course, we're going to talk about a couple of things that came into my head too. I had a wonderful divination session with one of my girls, bestie for years, and she's been a sweet, sweet client, a part of the family for years. Y'all know who you are. And one of the messages that came through was misery loves company. Everybody knows this one, but it kind of evolved into misery loves company and sometimes brings guests. And while we were doing that, this message came through that misery brings despair. Misery comes and it wants to take up your time, take up your house, take up everything. That's what it does. It loves company, so it's going to come into your house and bring other things like despair. Despair eats. It eats your happy, it eats your will, it eats your everything. Despair goes there to eat. And what does it pay you in return but pain? And then misery brings a little depression. Depression wants to take up space too, wants to be with you in your bed, wants to be with you in your sofa, wants to be with you everywhere. And then there's doubt. Doubt comes anyway, but especially when there's a party. And misery likes to have a party. And it's a somber, miserable, painful, dark, and just devoid of warmth and cold time. Which is why I tell them, look, they're bringing all these people because they want this energy around you to keep you alone, to keep you away, to keep you separated from those people that can help you and those places that can help you. And it's at this time that even though you don't want to, even though you feel hard, it's time to get that help. And I'm a big proponent of using spirit, working with spirits, using your magic, making things happen, but also coupling it with therapy, appropriate therapy. Because we were talking about this, mental health is a thing. We know we need to take our mental health into account. I don't know why so many spiritual people want to divorce, that I've seen, want to divorce that idea that, oh, well, if you have this, then automatically you have spiritual gifts. Yeah, that may be true, but if you don't know how to use them, if you're not being trained, if you don't know how to deal with them, then those gifts can turn against you. And if you're not going to get therapy, you're not going to get help, your mind can sometimes play tricks on you. So this is why we get the help we get. This is why I'm a proponent of going with a competent, professional, and knowledgeable spiritual elder, or someone that you trust that's a spiritual elder or a spiritual person, even a very amazing tarot reader, because the oracles can help, because they can help you. They don't necessarily have to be a spiritual practitioner. They don't have to be a priest or a priestess of any of the different initiatory lineages or ADRs, ATRs, but if they're a good reader and they're coming from a good space and they're really working with spirit and they're authentic, work with them. And you have to vibe with the people you vibe with. Not everybody's going to vibe with me. I know, I am so very rare and fabulous. Very few can be with me. I'm the reader for readers and the readers for those who should be readers. Catch it. But, yo, sometimes I don't, ain't nobody gonna vibe with me. I'm not gonna vibe with them. It just doesn't jibe that way. And that's fine. find someone who does, or ask me and I'll be like, yeah, I know a couple of people you can talk to that I trust, that I've messed with, that I talk to. So I want you to get the help. I want you to get where you're going, whether it be me or anyone else. And that's kind of what I say the hallmark of somebody who is really not just new to this, but true to this, as we say. And that's when you know people are coming from the real. This is a tip. And like I said, misery loves company and brings friends. Don't entertain them. You get your friends. Go to the people you love, you trust, you hold on to. Don't be afraid to share. Don't be afraid to open up. Because sometimes we are afraid. We're very afraid. We'd be like, nah, because then people are going to talk about me. Baby, they talking about you right now, by the way. Let me get that cleared out real quick. If you ain't being talked about, though, that's when you should worry. Because that means ain't nobody caring about your life, really. They just want to take what they can. And again, misery also attracts other people like birds. The birds that come, those people that just want to come when the things are good, or when you got something, or when everything's all right and they could go, slide in and slide out. Don't entertain birds either, because they be calling misery in with them. So don't mess with the birds and don't mess with misery. Go with the people you love, the people you trust, the people that have been there with you. Talk to them, open up. And if they're people that have been there with you, they won't turn it against you. You might get a little bit of ribbing because, depending, because Gen X is legendary. And as a Gen Xer, I know we are legendary for going, wow, we understand and we're there with you and we're sincere, but we're also going to crack a joke because that's sometimes how you cope. Laughter, because baby, laughter is the sound of heaven. One of my mentors, one of my mamas, my hoodoo mamas told me, baby, laughter scares the devil because it's heaven. It's the sound of heaven. True laughter, happy laughter, loving laughter, joy laughter that brings tears of happiness, that scares. And because of its beauty and its power, happiness, joy, and laughter are a powerful, powerful spell in and of itself because it's such a strong emotion. So laugh in happiness. Sometimes I be laughing in spite of stuff. And we take a breath and we take a minute to step back and look and see what's really here that enriches us. Again, if you don't have anybody to reach out to, then reach out to your therapist. Reach out to people who are in the professional stage. Hell, hotlines. I can put a couple of numbers down, like certain hotlines that have been banned for some reason. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want anybody to come after me, but you know what's up. How outreach programs that we can find through either the medical professions or even through the community services. Reach out. Reach out. You are an important part of this world in a figurative and literal way. And that's that part. That's the talk that should have been for Thursday, but that was the message, and I wanted to share it with y'all because I think it's necessary right now. I think it's necessary to know, to live, to love, to be happy within ourselves, and reach out and hold on. Community is a thing. We need to have our communities, build our communities, not out of elitism, but out of necessity and out of interconnectivity. And on the flip, the other side is you need to have at least something to call back to on, because screaming into the void doesn't help as much. And again, to round that part off, if you need some help, if you'd like to schedule a divination with me or a troubleshooting Café con Papa session with me, or a mentorship, which is learning and moving and doing things in a curriculum that is based around what you want, a very personal class, a very interactive class kind of, and that's like the program of a couple, not just one, but a couple of times where you sit and learn, like any good mentorship. If you're interested in any of this or would like other information on people like my girl Big Liz and Big Liz Conjure, my girl Nicole over at the Divine Eye, my girl Iyao Rigbemi, who is an Ifa priestess, and she is working with her new website. She has a lot of good things happening with her. And she is at, the name escapes me, y'all. I'm so upset. I'm going to be in trouble. But I will put the names and people on links below that you can get to them either on Facebook, on TikTok, and be aware of the upcoming website soon for Casa de Juju and more, because there's more to come. So, speaking of more to come, my loves, again, love on you, take care of you, get hydrated, pamper yourself. It's okay to take 5 seconds and give it to yourself. But, wait, no, never mind. Moving on. And now there's happy moments. Like I said, we was doing some work on Monday. Monday is about the moon. It is moon day. It has to do with psychism, with intuition. A lot of times it's also the day where we work where money came into the world. And we work with Elegua and with Yemayan this time too. Because the sea is a place where money came from, where life came from, where the first things came from. So a lot of people work on either of these days, especially with spirits associated with these Orisha as well. So, saying all of that, and the moon, and the energy, and the psychism, and the energy of learning and understanding the unknown, working with your deep spiritual and intuitive self, we made some acrostic eye oil. And I usually don't make this oil. So, I have some left. And it is a psychic stimulation, stimulating your psychic ability, but also your spiritual ability, your intuneship, in tuning yourself with that subconscious, intuitive, spiritual energy. If you work with cards, if you work with any divination, if you dream, because dream workers are a thing. Um, this would be an oil you could work with, a formulation you can work with. And we're going to be doing oil for now. So we have a couple of bottles of oil, the master jar of oil for a couple of bottles just to see. And if you would be interested in getting in on that, let us know in the comments below or send me an email. Catch me on Facebook and all the socials, Insta, TikTok. Get with me, see what's up. And then also this week, on Thursday and Friday, I will be doing two classes via BCL, BLC, Bigless Conjure. One of them is going to be on Thursday, which is Witchcraft, the updated edition where we show you how to source and make your own tools for your magical practices, how to make things for your spiritual practices, things where you're using your crafts in your magic. It's Arts and Crafts Day at the Casa de Juju. And what will you be doing that day? Meet me and join me. I'll leave the link in the comments below. And on Friday, we are doing a class on springtime energy, springtime spirits, springtime magic, and sorcery and spells along with it, and spirituality along with it. That y'all, no, it ain't anything you think, and it ain't COVID. It's just that I have these wild hairs that I have to trim out because, I have to look, I'm looking a little rough, but I have to do my beauty treatment. Okay, the tratamiento, but it's gonna come, don't worry about it. And yes, I use my own lotions especially. So that's part of the treatment. But, where was I? Hold on. Yes. We're going to be doing that oil. And of course, we have some Joy Luck as well. Joy Luck is one of my favorite formulations for just that, bringing blessings, luck, and auspiciousness to you, attracting that energy. And there is a little bit of Three Kings oil left. So if you're interested, let me know. Get with me and let me know what's up. And again, going back to classes. Sorry about that. Going back to classes on that will also be down below where we talk about springtime energy, springtime magic, because literally there are things we need to be doing for our spring. It's very stream of consciousness. Work with me, right? Because again, we got a little attitude adjustment, and those of us who know that energy allows for just everything coming in. So who knows what's coming in right now, but the antenna's picking up those lightning strikes. Spring cleaning is a thing, but also spring setting. Spring cleaning to me is, we're decluttering, we're getting rid of stuff, we're opening to bring new things in. We've talked about that till I'm blue in the face. But also spring setting, because we keep forgetting. Once we erase the board, we have to put something on it. So, because if you don't, the universe will. The universe abhors a vacuum. So it'll make something to take its place. So if you're constantly cleaning, and I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again, if you're constantly doing cleansings, you're telling the universe, oh yeah, I guess you want more stuff because that'll make you happy. So if I put you through problems and you have to clean yourself or align yourself, then you'll be happy. No. Do cleansings, do protections, yes, but then call what you want into your life. Call what you want to see into your life. Bring that energy into your life. That's what I mean spring setting. What am I going to plant? What seeds am I putting down? What things am I going to put into the earth, into my house, into my life? These new, maybe a new eating plan, a new whole ritual you want to do where you take care of things differently. Those are your seeds that you're bringing down, and you want to keep tending them, keep nursing them, keep putting them together so that you see the results, so that you send the message out that says, hey, I like cleaning things off and keeping things balanced, and I want good things to take their place. I'm calling this to take its place. You are then vibing with that energy that abhors a paradox and a I just said it too. It abhors a space of nothingness. It abhors nothing being there, so it's going to put something there. So what happens? That abyss must be taken care of. So you are energizing yourself. You're in that energy of I'm filling this void with this. Therefore, now I'm doing this, and the universe will just put its stamp on it and say, well, then here you go. It'll flow a little better when you do things like that, setting yourself up. And not just for spring. In spring, we have our things together too. I will tell you till I'm blue in the face, Miss Erica Badu is correct. Please tell her I said so. If by some miracle of the above, I get to actually meet this lady in person, I have great respect for her. She's the one who said, write down what you want to see, the change you want to have happen, and keep it in front of you. That's a thing that needs to be done. Even if it's the smallest thing, get a new car or that, keep it in front of you. Dream boards are a thing. Dream boards are a thing. And now's a good time to revamp and revise and revitalize if you have one. And also put together one if you don't, and make it that yantra, that focus, that it's here so that it comes to pass. And get that energy going and flowing, because that's what's up, and that's what we need to be doing. But on that note, we talked about classes, we talked about oils, we talked about the message I got today, and I hope that y'all got something from it and that you take something from it, and let your company always be light, happy, and enjoyable, and never about miserable people, places, or things, or misery at all. And let's see. Yes. Oh, and for the upcoming event of 420 that shall be coming shortly, April 20th, for all of my natural mystics like myself who want to learn about spirituality and magic done with certain herbal entities as spiritual allies, keep on the lookout for a class that's coming up soon. The Kana Juju is not ain't nothing to mess with. So, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to just talk about some stuff, get with me. And yeah, ooh, I went a little overboard. I just want to do something quick, but you know what we do. You know how we do. Once we in the casa and we start cutting up, we cuts up. So my babies, I wish you every bit of blessings, happiness, joy, and prosperity. All the love and good fortune I can send, especially on this fiery Tuesday. Get those things going and flowing. Break down some walls. Love on yourself. Be kind to yourself and to each other. And if you have any questions, just float me a note, because that's all she wrote. Love, peace, and juju to one and all. Have a great one until next time. Later on.